James, tell me first of all about your Ireland under-17 team.
Yeah, so we just come back from a tournament last week. We were probably at the Super Cup NI, which would be the old Milk Cup, and there was actually again female participation, which becoming so big, and they decided to have a league tournament last week. Like, so we're up there with Northern Ireland, Rangers, a couple of teams from the US, and I think who else was there? Yeah, the Northeast Rush and so on. So it was brilliant like that. So that was our start of the year. We've had assessments and so on. And our we're in next week again for a couple more games, and then we go to Portugal for a tournament in September. So a 4-team tournament, and that prepares us then for the Euros in October. Like, so hectic time of the year, and again some super players coming through. Like, so it's a very exciting time.
Yeah. And you're the playing squad from all over the country.
All over the country. Yeah. I think that's probably one of the biggest things I would have seen. Like when I came into the role, like. It is all over the country, and you look at the amount of teams, like, and there's never maybe 8 players from one club or whatever. It's always 3 or 4 maybe max nearly, like, and that's really great to see, like, and the Women's National League and the underage leagues as well have helped with that as well, like, so there's a good spread around the country and really good games for them every week, like.
Now, great to see the girls, the women playing in the Galway Cup.
Yeah. So, like, Galway Cup is. I think I've been coming to this nearly for 15 years. Like, I would have been involved in North Tip and so on. It's always been a fantastic tournament, and it's great to see there's teams here this year, and there's some girls actually playing with the boys teams as well, which was fantastic to see. Like, so I think it's definitely one I think that we can grow over the years as well, and have more teams coming, and maybe have some teams coming from the US as well, and to mix it up a little bit as well, like, because look, it's definitely a massive growth area, like,
Yeah, for sure. And I suppose, look, everybody after the Euros, the Women's Euros, talking about legacy in England. There's a very strong case to be made for the fact that there will be a legacy here. That the interest levels in the game and in women's football have never been higher.
Look, it's unbelievable, to be honest with you. The interest is it's such an exciting time to be involved, and like the best thing I would say is I would have given years. Like I remember when I was a kid, like I'd actually nearly stay back 5th year, so I wouldn't miss the World Cup or whatever, like, and be doing exams, like, and that'd be every 2 years. But I think now, for me, every year now, we're going to have an event like a World Cup, be it men or women, like, that we're all looking forward to, like, because like the standard of the games, I had people that would never been involved in women's football were ever texting me saying it's unbelievable, I couldn't believe the standard, and I think everyone was watching the game last week, like, so that's brilliant, and credit to obviously RT as well, like, for the coverage, like, because there's no doubt everything that happened over there will help here. Like, the big thing for us now is to have our Euro 88 or Italian 90 where we actually have a women's team competing in it, like, and if that happens, I think it just exploded, like, so that's probably the biggest thing, and hopefully the big game in September against Finland will help with that, and if we get to New Zealand and Australia, I think half of us will go over,
Absolutely, Deborah, I'll be first on the plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that game, the Finland game in Tallaght in Dublin is already sold out.
Yeah, like, already sold out, and I think we're probably getting to the stage where we'll even go to the Aviva at some stage. Like, England obviously are playing the USA in a game as well in October, and it's sold out I think within 24 hours, like, so 90,000 tickets, like, so that's where the interest is going, and we have to make sure and maximise that in this country as well, like, and I think last week will definitely help that.
Yeah, and I suppose, look, your under-17 team with Vera has shown during her time that she's more than willing to pick younger players to play, and she's giving younger players exposure to the senior setup. So your players, some of them are not that far away from the senior setup, even though they're only 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, like Abby Larkin, Ellen Malloy, Avian Clancy over the last, I just think Jessie Stapleton, all like, would have been probably still 17s and played for the seniors, like, and that's the biggest thing for me, like, it'd be great if we qualify for Euros ourselves and so on, but like, if you can see players going into the senior team, like, it's absolutely fantastic. And like, the biggest thing for me, even just a couple of weeks ago, we were in with our under 15 national academy, and Abby Larkin walked across the pitch, like, and to see all the players look at her and go, oh, there's Abby Larkin, of course, being able to bring her over then and have a chat with the girls and so on, and she's just as shy talking to them as and that's what we have. And there's one thing that's really, really great with especially with the senior women's team, is that we have a lot of access as well, so they can always talk to the girls and being the role models and all that, like, and giving them advice and all that, so that's fantastic as well, like, we're always open to that as well, like.
Yeah, like the qualification for the major tournament, it was such a shame, I suppose, when you look at Finland, who were in our World Cup group, but they're there, Northern Ireland made it, which was great for them, and again that increased interest levels, down here and stuff. But to get a senior team to a major final, that's the I suppose that's the ultimate aim, and hopefully it happens next year.
Yeah, please God, like, and like if it doesn't happen next year, like, you know, like it's going to
Yeah.
happen soon. Like, there's no doubt with the quality of players coming through, and like we're obviously in Northern Ireland last week, and you see the buzz up there because of their qualification. And Kenny Shields was at the games as well. We were playing, like, so the interest in and trying to see who the next player coming through is and all that, like, so they're in that buzz at the moment, and we want to be there. Like, that's you know, a big part of my job now is to try and get as many players up to that standard. And I think hopefully we're not too far away. Like, you know, things like this tournament